What's up, guys? These are some of my toys that I use to rehab my Achilles. I had a rupture at the end of April, complete tear, and we're at week 9 in the rehab process. And I want to show you some of the exercises that you'll be doing on that road to recovery. So we're not going to be doing any of the manual therapies and the scraping and the Grafton and the massage and things like that, but I will show you a couple of things that you will be doing with some tools that you can get pretty cheaply, but that are going to be pretty useful in regaining some of that mobility and some of that strength and movement. So first tool I have is a little spiky ball, but you can use a tennis ball. What you just want to do is get this. I use this because it's got a little bit more stimulation, but tennis ball works just as well. All you're going to do, put it on the bottom of your foot, put as much pressure as you feel comfortable going, where it's slightly uncomfortable, and then you're just going to roll from your heel all the way to the pinky toe, and then you'll roll back, and then you'll go from your heel all the way to the second to last toe and back, and you kind of understand the process, and you'll do that to under the big toe, and that's what you do with that. One of the other things, I'm going to sit down for this. You'll be using a lot of tubing, and with this one, what you're going to do is hook it around the affected leg. And so one of the things you can do is that plantar flexion, dorsiflexion. So I don't know if you can see that, but basically you want to plantar flex and then control the back side of it. So you'll plantar flex as far as you can. Mine kind of sucks. And then you'll control the back side, right? A lot of times what happens is you'll do this with your toes and think you're getting plantar flexion and dorsiflexion, but you'll start to feel this all through here and through the back, and it's going to be one of the first times you'll actually be using your like gastroc, your calf complex. So it feels like you suck at first, and you do suck at first. And it's something I had to get over, and I got tired real quick. So that's one exercise with the resistance tubing. The next one, basically, I'm going to use my other foot as an anchor. And basically from here, what I want to do is evert my foot. Right? I want to turn it out so that this muscle right along here, right along the side of your leg, is actually activating. So I'm going to turn my heel, I'm going to invert it here, let it fall in with the resistance, and then I'm going to turn it out as far as I can so that muscle gets super, super tight, and then I'm going to come back and do the same thing. So boom, and then I control the back side of it, and I come back out, and I control the back side. So don't mistake this for going down, right? What we want to do is go up and out on this eversion, up and out. And make sure that's going through here, and it's not your hip that is turning that out, but it's that ankle complex. So that lower leg and that little tiny muscle in the side of your leg is going to be doing the work. And then the last one with the tubing, you're going to cross your other foot over and use that as resistance that way. And then, up, 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 up. And then you're going to go down and in with that foot. So I'm going to go down and in, and then basically you're going to get the inside. So basically the inside here, and it's going to feel real weird once you get tired with it. All right, so you're going to go down and in, down and in, down and in. It's going to be a muscle that's basically underneath that calf, like underneath that meaty section of the calf. And those are the exercises that we do with the tubing, and I do that pretty consistently. So as often as you can do that, it will help. So some of the balance things that we do. So I have right here, this is a half foam roller. And so basically put it upside down. So each side moves. And so for me right now, I'm going to use this other thing that I'm about to show you. But I'm going to get up here, and I just want to push that and go through eversion and then inversion, right? An eversion and inversion. Out and up and And I'm actually really tempted to do this. Put that on its side there and put my feet up here like this and try to stretch it that way. And so right now I feel okay, but this is a pretty massive stretch for me. So I wouldn't suggest anyone do this, and they haven't told me to do it yet, but it feels okay in a very slight stretch for me. I'm not gonna lean forward on it at all, because when I lean forward flat ground, that's a pretty big stretch for me too. So the last one I want to show you is, this is it's still in the wrapper, but this is like a AirX pad. I don't know where I got this, but it's an AirX pad. Basically, pop it down on the ground, stand on it, and then one of the things I do is I have to basically go with a clock pattern with the other leg. So I'm pointing out to, and this is hard for me, I'm pointing out to noon, and then I'm gonna point to 1, and I get a little baby bend in my affected leg, and then I'm gonna point to 2, right? And then I'm gonna point to 3, and I come back up, and I'll point to 4. You go around the clock, maybe 5, maybe 6, and maybe 7 is it for me. And then maybe I'll go and start it over if I'm feeling good. Maybe I'll go to 11 to start, and then 12, and then 1, and back. And that in itself really taxes my ankle, really taxes the lower leg a lot. And so those are just some of the strengthening exercises we're doing for Achilles rehab. We just got on, so in my rehab, we just got on the leg press today, which is funny. It's the first time I've been on a machine, and they have their place, but it's the first time I've been on a machine in, I don't know, years, like a leg machine in a long time. But we're just focusing on pushing out with that ankle at like 90-degree dorsiflexion. And it's basically in neutral, but we're just focusing on pushing out with that going on in the leg. And today I did some water therapy, and hopefully I can tell you guys more about that. But these are some of the exercises you're going to be doing up to this week in terms of your Achilles rehab.